Wickenheiser went from a homemade backyard rink in Shaunavon to becoming one of the most decorated Canadian athletes of all time. Her parents and her community nurtured her talent while playing on boys' teams throughout her minor hockey career.
So early on, it was my mom and dad, Tom and Marilyn, who, were teachers in town. And I think they just instilled in all of us kids that, a little girl can do anything a little boy can do. There was no question when I wanted to play. And
a year after the family moved to Calgary, Wickenheiser led Alberta to a gold medal at the 1991 Canada Winter Games. Only 12, she scored the winning goal and was the MVP of the final at the Under-18 tournament. She made her national team debut at the age of 15 at the IIHF Women's World Championships. The veterans on that team, who had been with the program from the beginning, took her under their wing.
What you learn at a young age is how you mold and what shapes you as an athlete. So I remember my first roommate was Margot Page in a Lake Placid at the World Championships. And she was a grade 10 math teacher and I was a grade 10 math student. And so she got stuck with me, the poor woman. Now we laugh about it all these years later. We've stayed great friends and teammates all those years, but they really just taught me how to grow up. They taught me how to handle myself, how to be a professional, how to train, just everything, the way that they worked full-time jobs and then they were full-time athletes, which has changed a little bit through the years. And the players today have a lot to owe to those women, but they pushed a lot of boundaries to be able to just play the game.
Wickenheiser enjoyed a 24-year career with the national team and is the program's all-time leader in games played, goals, assists, and points. She won 4 straight Olympic hockey gold medals. But when women's hockey made its Olympic debut in Nagano in 1998, she had to settle for silver. Wickenheiser had a book of well wishes from Shaunavon that she had posted on her dorm room walls in Nagano and read nightly. She took the loss hard, but that disappointment fueled Wickenheiser and her teammates, driving them towards a great run of success.
When we didn't get the job done and we lost, I felt like I let everyone down and let the world down because I didn't really have good perspective on, you're not what you do. You're not, just because you didn't win as a hockey player doesn't make you a failure as a person. So it was a hard lesson to learn, but I think we had a group of players on that team that learned the hard way early in our careers, and then we were able to not make the same mistakes again and went on to win 4 in a row after that. So a tough way to start your career, but ultimately maybe it was helpful at the same time.
Wickenheiser helped lead Canada to gold medal wins in Salt Lake in 2002, Turin in 2006, Vancouver in 2010, and Sochi in 2014, where she was Canada's flag bearer and played the tournament with a broken foot. She was the leading scorer and MVP in 2002 and 2006. Over her 5 Olympics, Wickenheiser scored more points than any other player of either gender ever. But she said winning at home in Vancouver was particularly special.
Just that whole Olympics was so cool to be an athlete in, and then also to be a spectator when we had finished and were able to win the gold medal. So I think that was probably the pinnacle. And Salt Lake City was another one that, against all odds, we came back in that gold medal game, 28 minutes of penalties, came back and we won. It was 9/11. We had lost every game to the Americans. There was just a lot going on. So those 2 stand out for me.
Wickenheiser also won 7 Women's World Championships with Canada and was named to the all-tournament team 7 times. She was also a 2-sport Olympian, competing at the 2000 Sydney Olympics on the Canadian softball team while also playing hockey all winter.
I remember I was pitching and taking batting practice in the lobby of a lot of arenas around the world. My teammates were throwing balls at me, training for both sports. It's probably the thing I'm most proud of in my athletic career is to be able to make that team, because I started a long way behind and I came in probably the last pick on that team and then ended up having the highest batting average in the Olympics in Sydney.
After retiring in 2017, Wickenheiser continues to achieve great things while dividing her time. She earned her medical degree, a lifelong ambition, and recently finished her residency. At the same time, she has worked in the front office of the NHL's Toronto Maple Leafs and is currently their assistant general manager, player development. She also founded WickFest, an annual international hockey festival for girls in 2011. To date, more than 30,000 girls have taken part.
It's my passion project. It's what the best way I know how to give back to the game that has really given me a lot, and a way to, try to do something a little different for the female game.
A fierce competitor on the ice and an incredible success away from the game, Wickenheiser says that her family and her roots gave her a foundation to succeed.
I'm really so proud to be from Saskatchewan. I mean, behind me, you can see this guy in Ontario actually made this picture out of wood, and it's my hometown of Shaunavon and the Saskatchewan borders there. And, wherever I go, people ask, where are you from? I say, I'm from Saskatchewan. My family is all back in Saskatchewan for the most part. It's the place that molded and shaped me. I learned how to work hard. I learned how to be a part of a team.
Installed in the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame on September 23rd, 2023, Hayley Wickenheiser.